to introduce myself. My name is Kathy, and I am a brand new Pampered Chef consultant, but I have been a lover of the product for many, many years now. And I am very excited to share all the different products, the new products that maybe you haven't seen. Some of you said that you haven't been to a Pampered Chef party in a long time, like our hostess here, Victoria. So she is very excited to be able to earn all her freebies. So if you host a party soon, you'll be able to do that. And we are going to get started with one of the hits of the season, which is the air fryer. As we all know, air fryers have been very popular in the last few years. And while Pampered Chef took their time doing it, when they did it right. And one of the things that they made sure to do was to make it big enough to feed a family rather than cooking stuff in batches. And they also made it pretty. So if you're able to see, here is my baby right here. I'm so excited. Let me just say, and Stacey will tell you, this really was the reason why I hosted a party. Once I got a hold of this and I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I have to do a party, because that was the only way to get it. You cannot order it because they sold out. So as a consumer, you cannot order it. So the only way to get it is to host a party. So I am going to be making something for you today. First of all, I'm making dinner at the same time and showing you how I use my different Pampered Chef tools. If you have any questions as we go along, just let me know and I'll try to answer it. So, but today in the air fryer, we're going to be making chicken wings, which I absolutely love. They're like my kryptonite. So we're gonna go ahead and start, with the chicken, which I did cut up. But this little baby is so practical, and it has two trays. Comes with two trays, plus the drip pan. Okay, so that anything that you make, basically, it doesn't get dirty, in the bottom. You can easily clean it out. The doors come off, but I am not going to do that because I haven't put them back, again. And I don't want them, but it's supposed to be very easy. And it has a lot of different functions. It's not just an air fryer. So I used to have a toaster oven there. And one of the things I asked Stacey was, does this thing toast? Because I wanted to replace, not just have something else. And yes, it does toast. It toasts, it air fries, it bakes, it roasts. So you can make a whole roast. And rotisserie. Who doesn't love rotisserie chicken? So this thing has a rotisserie, and it brings up the thing so you can sear your chicken and wrap it up. And the book that comes with it has the recipes. And I hear that the chicken is must have. So that's one thing that's on my list of things to do. And then reheat and dehydrate. I've never dehydrated, but I have to tell you, I'm going to be giving it a try. Because why not? I love jerky, but it's so expensive. There's a recipe for jerky, so that's something else that I'm going to be trying. Now, as I said, there are two trays, which is critical when you have a family. And the other ones is just like a basket. First of all, it's hard to get the things inside, and it holds only so much. But with two trays, you're able to stack them and easily cook enough for your family. Now, I'm trying something new. I saw this on Facebook, using parchment paper, because I'm lazy and I hate cleaning. And I try to keep these as pretty as possible for as long as possible. So I am going to be experimenting. Hopefully it does work out. And use the parchment paper. I cut holes into it, but on Amazon they sell some that are actually resized. Does somebody have a question? I guess not. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So as I said, it does come with this cooking guide. And the cooking guide has a lot of really nice recipes. And it also has like a guide that shows you, depending on what you're cooking, how long to cook it for, just to give you a guideline. You can also do some custom settings. So if there are things that have to be cut, like if you're, researching recipes for air fryers, you know, you can set your own, you know, custom settings. So we're gonna go with, you know, the recipe that's on here. Like I said, I'm also cooking dinner for my husband, so I'm also gonna be making burgers. So this is gonna be like a total pub dinner tonight. He's gonna be happy as a. All right, so I'm gonna start with preheating my oven. I would have done the French fries in the air fryer, but then, you know, something was gonna be, so I'd rather just do them separately. Old-fashioned way. Okay, so let's get our chicken wings. Beauties. And one thing that I just learned, which I did not know, that to get that crispiness that you find when you get chicken wings, you know, at a restaurant or whatever, there's a secret ingredient that no one told us about. I'm going to tell you right now, because apparently this is the thing. Ready for it?
What is it?
Oh,
Baking soda?
sorry.
Baking powder?
Baking powder.
Yeah, putting baking powder on your wings is going to make them crispy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, somebody just told me about that.
It creates some sort of reaction where it air bubbles. That's what you know, makes it crispy. So we are going to follow the recipe, and the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons. Now you see a little Pampered chef. I love this because, you know, you can just slide it to whatever measurement you want. So in this case, we're going to use 2 teaspoons. And it fits right in there, okay? And then I'm gonna actually also put the salt and pepper now. Now, for those of you who are still cooking with table salt, use some salt. Much better for you. And this is not Pampered Chef, but this is a gift. I love this thing. Okay, and now this is Pampered Chef. Now, who owns one of these?
Me.
I own one, but it's not Pampered Chef, and I don't like it.
Okay, so this is what I didn't know. So with Pampered, you know, with the other ones, and I do have a lot of them. I'm not gonna throw
There's button thingies with pushing it never locks or unlocks. I always have to use 2 hands. And
this is me when I'm cooking.
yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, This is all day. So with Pampered Chef, it's when it's like this, it's closed, and then when you want to open it, you just wait it like this. Oh yeah, you put it down, and to close it, you put it up.
No way.
It's one hand operation. Okay, so we're gonna move these little suckers around. I don't know if you're able to see it. Oh, and did you see this? How about
those?
8 cups that you're holding here. This is the large one, and let me tell you something. It is nice and sturdy. Okay, so we're gonna move this about, and then we are going to put our second tablespoon of baking powder. And some salt. And our pepper. Now it says to let it rest a few minutes. Now the great thing about, and that's to give it time for the baking powder to sort of coat it and activate so that we get that crispiness. Set it off to the side. Another great thing about the air fryer is this preheating. You don't have to worry about preheating. So the minute you're ready to put it in, then that's, you know, you just turn it on and it starts working right away. So again, we're going to set this aside. and wait until a few minutes, okay? Now we're gonna move on to our actual dinner. That's the appetizer. So I love a good knife. Like, there's nothing like a good knife, in my estimation. It makes your job so much easier. I mean, the cooking is just anything that you're doing, if you're doing it with the perfect knife. And Pampered Chef has these coated knives. You know, they are budget friendly. They stay super, super sharp, so you do have to be careful. And they're just fantastic. Now, one thing that, you know, I know is that a good knife, it should be for a lifetime, you know? So our other line is guaranteed for life because they're such good knife, and you don't have to sharpen them sharp, you know, and it comes with like a little coning thing that you're able to nice and sharp. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna cut my potatoes. Now, if I were going to make like French fries, I would actually use my favorite pot. And it would be this. And I would cut this, and it cuts everything evenly. If you notice that it has the serrated edges, which are very, very sharp, and they're not straight, they're at an angle, and what that does, it helps distribute the force as you're cutting it, so that things don't or something like that. And then, you know, so your item stays right here, but it also has this part here, so you separate it when you're going to wash it, and it cleans beautifully. So had I been doing that, but I'm doing wedges, so I'm not going to use this. But this is great if you're doing bulk, you know, carrots or bulk, anything that you have to, you know, chop a lot of. This is your man. Now we are going to cut, and look. I mean, I don't know if you're able to see it, but it's crazy just how easily this thing cuts the potatoes. Do you guys, you know, like you handle your knives well?
What'd you say?
You handle your knife well. I mean, some people, my husband's always afraid when I pick up a knife because he thinks I'm going to cut myself.
Denise and I work in the OR. We handle our
We
knives.
should handle a knife well.
So that's good. Yeah, he's always, you know, afraid, but they are really, really, really sharp. So
When you have really, really sharp knives, you don't have to worry about hurting yourself because then you don't have to apply pressure. The knife does all the work for you.
Yeah.
You have dull knives, busy pushing on them. That's when you hurt yourself.
Yep, that is true.
Although my husband was playing with my knives and almost slit his wrist because he's used to dull knives.
I understand that you can't put them in the dishwasher.
Mm-mm.
It's not good for the knife, so I definitely would not do that. Now, when I have to, just to show you how sharp it is, look.
Maybe we need to ask.
That's a sharp knife.
Bring me one of those Band-Aids. Criminal hazard. The one that you showed me yesterday. No, this is annoying. Look at this. I was trying to get at that. That's how
What's that?
It's one of the potatoes. It has like a, I don't know, like a rot in there.
Growth in the center.
Yeah, honey. It won't stop bleeding. And it's not even that big. It's like a little. I know. What's that feeling that I can? Sorry, guys. Don't want blood all over our food. Okay, let's start this.
You're just cooking for family, you know.
That's right.
So yeah. So on that note, just be careful when you are very, very sharp. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm actually cutting on this beautiful cutting board. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I need it. And it is Pampered Chef. And what I love about it is that it's very sturdy. It's also naturally and antibacterial. So you don't have to worry. I mean, you have to wash it obviously, but then you don't have to worry that it's going to accumulate, nasty bugs in there. When I'm done with these potatoes, we'll go back to our either rack so we can put them in the air fryer. And that should only take about 30 minutes. So while that cooks, then I'll cook the rest of my husband's dinner, well, our dinner, not just him eating. And I'm afraid of this. I think I got all of them. Oh, one more.
There's always one little one hiding.
What?
There's always one little one hiding.
I know, and he's tiny too. Here we go. Throw away the other one. Okay, so let's throw this out and move this over. Okay, I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so we are also going to add, according to the directions, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. And that's the coat. Now, I like to keep my oil like in a little bottle. It just makes it easier to thing. So we're gonna just measure out 1 tablespoon and then sprinkle it all about. See, I'm doing something
Upside down.
At the end of this demonstration, down is open, up is closed. I'm gonna get it.
Because if not, it'd be the reverse. You're stirring it, and if you had it down, it would lock up on you.
That is
that way.
That's what Stacy is, the best teacher. All right, guys.
Well, and you have a lot of Pampered Chef friends here. Like, we all love Pampered Chef.
That's right.
By the way, Stacy, these are die-hard Pampered Chef gals. I mean, they've been using Pampered Chef for years and years and years, even before we was a thing. So,
I'm sure you guys have stuff that I don't have.
Well, they don't make it anymore. That's why.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't have the book yet.
It's coming.
I don't know if you were, but whoever was it, we used the baking powder in order to make them crispy. And I'm trying out this thing that I saw online that you can put parchment paper. So we're gonna give it a try. We'll see if it works. Everybody said it was good, and that just it is the amount of cleaning that I hate messy things. So this is good for me. All right, so we're gonna line them up. I'll show them to you after I do it.
I say I'm kind of interested in how that is because I hate cleaning up.
I just can't believe parchment paper is going to suck up all that oil from the wind.
I don't think it's going to suck it up. I think it's going to funnel
What?
it to where it's supposed to be into those little spots as opposed to having to clean the entire thing.
Okay. So that's right. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Okay. And now we're gonna do the second trick. Ah, I remember. So what happened? I was doing another demonstration, and I was trying to show the can opener, which I just got, and I couldn't get the lid off. I mean, I opened it, and then come to find out, I'll show it to you later. But come to find out that you're supposed to, it has like a little thing that you pull it, and then that's what
Mhm.
hook catches the lid, and that's how it comes off. Me, I'm trying to get it without hitting the button. It was not a good thing, but they all forgave me.
It's a learning experience.
So as you see, we're able to fit, this is about 2 pounds of chicken wings. And you're able to basically fit, 8 per tray. So now, one thing that's very important is you have to make sure that your air fryer is not being impeded. It has to have air circulation. So that's very important. Now this one does not have like an on and off button because they actually want you to keep it off, unplugged. It's better that way. And then so you plug it in when you're ready to use. Okay. And we're going to stick our wings. So we're gonna we're gonna put one tray in the bottom, one tray at the top. Now we're gonna turn the wheel until it says air fry, okay? And then you press the button, and then let's see how many minutes it tells us to do it. 30 minutes. So it defaults to 25, so we're gonna increase that, turn the knob until it hits 30 minutes. And that's it. And then I'll tell you another little thing once we get it time. You'll know what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so now, what else what this is?
That's a cookie
pan?
sheet, stone cookie sheet. Large bar pan, not a large bar pan.
Yeah, the large bar pan. Now, when I got this, and it was at a show that Stacy did, I was like, okay, it looks beautiful. I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Don't tell her we already know what it looks like when it's fried.
I left the kitchen and it was in the kitchen all along.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
brand new one.
Wow.
That's a baby
Look
one.
how pretty.
So I was like freaking out because I was like, how did that become this? Well, you want it like this.
Yep.
Doing more. I think I told her or asked her, I said, I don't know what's wrong with my hair. I can't get it clean. So no, the darker it is, the better it is. And sure enough, and this thing is now completely and absolutely, non-stick. I roasted vegetables on here, potatoes. Sometimes if I'm making chicken cutlets, I'll put them on there, and they just cook beautifully because the stone allows the air or the food to cook evenly, and it doesn't retain odor, which is fantastic. So I can bake, any fish or whatever, and once I wash it, not with soap, but once I wash it, that's it. There's no smell. So I love that. So we're gonna take our potatoes and we're gonna put them in there. So we have potatoes. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Susan. Okay, and then take off the oil. And our favorite and seasoning. This is HelloFresh. So I have to use their stuff because it's their recipe. But this is like a sweet and smoky barbecue seasoning. However, Pampered Chef has one that I'm going to show you which is my favorite. Have you seen this one before? It's the Smoky Applewood Rub. So when they don't send me what they, what they want me to use, I always resort to this. And to make potatoes, roasted potatoes, garlic and herbs, it just takes it to a whole new level. I mean, I love this thing. So we're gonna put half of this in there. It gives it a nice pop of color when you add, seasoning, not just salt and pepper. And just for the sake of, because I don't want to wash that and that had chicken on it, I'm just going to use my other. Eventually, I'll have enough Pampered Chef. Not use any other. But like I said, they serve me well, so I can't complain. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna pop these babies into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah, 20 to 23 minutes. 20 to 25. Okay, now I'm gonna show you some fun. You weren't here before. I forgot to fill my wine, so I actually had to throw it in the freezer. But now it's done. You know what? This is a wine opener.
I get the feeling that's your favorite thing.
I do too.
It holds its charge, so you don't have to worry that when you do go to use it, that it's gonna be dead and then you don't have any wine. So the base also doubles as the cutter of the foil. See how easy that was? All right, who's ready?
I'm ready.
I should turn off the light for this. Hold on. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Mood lighting.
It lights up.
That's awesome.
Well, I haven't used it yet, so hold on. I think I did something wrong.
Doesn't matter. I see a blue light. It looks so cute.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Stacy, help.
One in.
Okay, so I think the top button is the one you have to press and it'll open it.
The down one, right?
I forget, but try down. I think it might be.
Okay, I got it. Yep.
Which one is it? The down or up?
Okay, just keep going down and it'll draw the cork right up in it.
And then once
There.
it removes it, you go use the other button and it'll remove it.
Oh, it came out. Please all the lights.
The most important part.
It's the first one. So bear with me. So my wine is now open. Look how pretty. And you saw it was like a little light show. I love this. I get my wine. Maybe after the one, I'll get a little bit smarter.
And you guys can all see why I like going.
Hey, it's the little things that make us happy.
Right. Darn right.
It really is. All right. All
That's
right.
why in this in home parties we can't have drinks of wine.
Oh, I had pomegranate martini.
There you go.
We have an onion and we have a pepper. Now, if I had to dice it, but I don't have to dice it, I actually have to cut it into, just the other. I don't know the lingo yet. I would use thing that's closest to my heart in this kitchen. I'll be back.
The rib. No.
So many times.
That was good.
Hey guys, my husband.
I'm ordering one of those.
This is Manuel. Manuel has brought a new level of happiness into my life. This guy is a workhorse, okay? And what I love about this, when I have to, slice and dice, it does it in a fraction of the time that it would take me to pull out my food processor, okay? And clean it out because I haven't used it like in years. I got it when I first got married. And sometimes it's just for a few minutes that I need it, and then I have all that stuff that I need to clean. Meanwhile, he fits beautifully in there, out of the way, and he's completely handheld. So there's no electricity, no nothing. So if you go camping, if you're going somewhere where there's no electricity, if you're tailgating, you can use it.
Manuel can go.
We're the ones when we go camping. We're the ones doing all the cooking. So this is how it works. It basically is a pump action, and the pump connects to this, the top. And
don't cut yourself with that.
Huh?
Don't cut yourself with that. Those things are sharp.
No, I'm good. And then the best part, okay, because sometimes you cut too much. This thing will actually hold any leftovers with a lid. And you can stick it in the refrigerator and use the rest of it when you need, which often happens when I make it, during dinner, and then I have leftover onions and peppers to have with my breakfast, which is fantastic. So now we are going to cut our peppers. So I was saying I didn't use Manuel because I don't need it diced. I need slices.
Kathy?
Yeah?
Just so everybody knows, if they have that manual food processor, and that so that also, back in the day they didn't have a lid for it. In recent years they came out with the lid, so you can get it in. You can buy it still. It's in replacement parts. So if you have that manual food processor and you want that lid, you can still get that.
Nice.
Actually, I just printed the list of the I figured I found it. Let me print it. Of the stuff that if you lose, you can get a replacement part for. So if anybody needs a replacement part for anything, just let me know and I'll look it up to see if I have it. Like I heard that a lot of people end up losing what I call the hairbrush, Barbie's hairbrush from the garlic press, which is another beauty. So a lot of people lose this little piece, which is what you use, to clean it out. So they do sell the replacement part to this, which I think is fantastic. I may even get one or two just in case.
I love that part of the website.
I love it too. I tell you that I was telling them earlier that those are one of the things I didn't jump to buy. I remember on one of the shows that you did, Stacey, I actually got the garlic slicer. I don't know if anyone has it. This is fantastic. Like if you're gonna do like slivers of garlic, it's like thin. And it comes with a little roller so you can peel the garlic really easily. So when I bought it, obviously they had the garlic press, but I didn't see a need for it because I had one. Well, my kit came with it, and I thought all I kept saying was, why didn't I get this sooner? I couldn't believe it. But this is fantastic. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. Let me know if you want to get one, sweetheart. She said she loved the wine opener, even though I butchered it a little bit, but it worked. Okie dokie. So we are going to cut our onion now. I think I may do a master class in cutting because otherwise I may end up in the hospital too many times. See, now it hasn't been a problem because my knives are so dull, but now that I have these super duper very sharp knives, I may actually have to pay attention. If you saw the post about knives, it actually has a video which is very informative that I put up on how to choose the right knife for the right job. So apparently for stuff like this, like cutting onions and whatever, you can either use this, which is considered the chef knife, or the Sentuko knife. They both do the same thing, except that this one's a little bit bigger, and this one has a curved edge, which makes it easy for you to go back and forth, you know, like sort of not bring it up from the cutting board cut and dice.
You know what else the Sentoku knife has?
What was that?
The Sentoku knife has those little grooves along the side of it, is made to keep your food from not sticking to your knife like that. That's why it's designed like that. Which I thought was cool. I never knew that.
This baby and I also have a very warm relationship. I love this. This is one of the items that I got at the half price when I did a hosted show for you know, with Stacy. And let me tell you, I use this pen every single day. Like every single day, this pen gets used either for breakfast, for grilled cheese, for dinner now. You know, this is my go-to pen. So we're gonna saute our onions and peppers. Now, is there anything that anyone wants to see that they haven't seen in person? Well, you're not gonna see it in person, but at least I can tell you, you know, how, you know, what I have. I don't have everything, unfortunately, because I'm just, but I know this is a popular one. Who has the can opener?
Me.
I do.
Okay.
I do not.
Oh my gosh, this is like life changing. What I love about it, and especially if you have kids, which I don't, but still I'm a kid myself. It doesn't leave any sharp edges, and you're able to basically, what it does, it breaks the seal, the blue seal, and you're not actually cutting into the can. And so it's very smooth. You're not going to hurt yourself. And then this is what I was telling you guys about. Do you see the little clippers? I don't even know what, it looks like a beak.
Like a little grab.
It's a pincher.
This is what I was trying to do without doing anything. And then I realized, I was watching one of the videos I was about to post, and look, so it makes it close, and that's what makes it grab. Who knew?
Well, and very important to that, it's also a beer bottle opener.
Yeah.
Just saying, it also can open bottles.
That would save your nails. And this too has changed my life. Because how many times I'm here rolling the stupid lemon or the stupid lime and I'm not getting any of the juices out. You pop this baby in there, all the juices come out. It is fantastic. Okay. And this I've had for years. I don't know if I got this as a gift. Can you say I might have? I don't remember. But
Yeah, I need an ice cream scooper.
I'll say mine's way older than that. Oh my goodness, mine's way older than that.
Yeah, I got
The first things I
mine.
bought, because I have such a fetish with ice cream.
all right. This, guys, this is my new favorite thing. So this is a favorite. Sometimes I'm not on this side. I actually move things about. So you know how you're cutting stuff and you have it on your cutting board and you're either trying to bring it over to your cutting board. This, you just take it, whatever you cut, you hold it like this, you touch it. How easy is that? And it has a look like, maybe a hard plastic, I don't know. Looks like, you know, it's silicone. It's soft. But, you know, the edge, so you're able to get everything out from your cutting board. Now, who loves their wooden spoons? Because I know I do.
I do.
Oh my goodness. So I have this set from, again, one of the parties that I did with Stacy. Oh my God, I love it. This bamboo set is just amazing.
Now, somebody's got to sell me on this because I don't have bamboo spoons. Why do you have bamboo spoons?
Why do I have bamboo?
I'm just curious because I never bought them when I was a Pampered chef. Never bought them. I'm like, well, I have spoons. I mean, what are the benefits to them? Is what I'm saying, I guess.
I grew up using wooden spoons in my house, but they weren't. They were just, I
You
just
can
love
beat your kids with them.
Well, that's what I was saying. Other than hitting your kids with them in the butt.
They don't damage any type of cookware.
Oh, that's one. Okay, got that. That's good.
because
Yeah,
not every
girls
pot
did
you're
for
able
that.
to put, you're not able to put so every pot you're not able to do the like a non-stick. If you use a metal scraper or whatever or spatula,
Coating.
it's gonna scratch it.
Yeah.
So you don't do that. All right, so our peppers and onions, I don't know if you're able to see, they are sauteing, and we're gonna add some, again, slow down.
I'm thinking my windows are open. I keep forgetting, Denise, you're outside.
I know. I love it.
I do. It's very pretty.
Where are you, Stacey? Are you in
The
your?
bird.
Stacey has a beautiful pool. Oh my goodness! I always thought I'm gonna go.
I'm outside.
I'd kill for a pool. I'd be watching you from the pool right now.
Hold on, let me see if I could flip my camera. I don't know how to do that here. Hold on, let me get up. I'll show you guys the background.
Okay.
That's to Helen.
Oh, yes, it can be used as a
Those are
weapon,
my-
but Ronnie, I have an even better.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Why can't I see anything?
That's my pool.
We should be having the
This is
party at
part
our
of
house.
My
Yeah.
yard's pretty big, so I have this side is one side. Then I have I was sitting in the gazebo.
Is your Tic Tac
Oh.
still up? I can't see because I'm in speaker spotlight.
She
I
went
lost them.
dark.
Yeah, I'll say I lost you.
Oh God, Wi-Fi. We're frozen.
Just when we had the full view.
Ronnie, talking about weapons, this is a weapon. You know what this is, guys?
We're gone.
Oh,
Frozen.
yeah, that is a weapon.
I can hear you, Anastasia, but I can't see you.
I didn't know that.
What is that? A pounder.
When you need to make it's not a pounder. It's a
Mallet. Meat
Sorry.
tenderizer mallet, yeah.
Right, meat tenderizer. So the cool thing about this one is it has two sides. The one flat side, like if you're going to do chicken, something that's very tender already, all you want to do is flatten it out. Like if you're going to do veal or chicken parm and you just want to flatten them out. But it also has a spiky end, which I won't unscrew. But you unscrew this and then you put the handle on the other side. And these spikes, if you have like a really tough cut of meat that you want to tenderize, that's what you would use, the spiky side. This is really nice. I just got this. Hold on.
Your house must smell amazing right now.
What was that?
I said your house must smell amazing right now.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Like my husband's like, something else that I just got, which is fantastic, is these prepping bowls. So like right now,
internet cable that
I have to take the peppers and onions once they're done, and because I have to make the burgers. So I would just put it in, usually I just grab any old bowl. But with these, I mean, they have their own little covers. So I'm able
What size bowls are those?
Huh?
What size are they? Because they come in 1, 2, and 3 cup.
This is a 2 cup.
2 cup bowl, okay.
Yeah, this is a 2 cup, and let me see, I think this one is a 3 cup. So I got both, the 2 cup and the 3 cup.
Okay, perfect.
I wouldn't know that, Victoria. I don't have my book.
Oh,
I just stopped. And it's not even Kathy's fault. She said-
Darling,
I'm
and they
joking. I'm joking.
I went
that's
along.
so funny.
the batter bowl that I showed you earlier where I did the chicken wings. So what's cool about it, it also has a lid. And one thing that I just saw Stacey post about, you can make like a trifle, and bring it dessert and you put the cover on it and stick it in the refrigerator when you get to your destination, and and you serve it right in the bowl. The bowl is beautiful and it's really sturdy too. It's So I think
I'll say the new bowls are much prettier. I have the batter bowls, and they look like really big glass mixing bowls, and I use them.
Yes, I have that too. Yeah.
And
You
I
know
do
what? It's a
use them all the time, but
You know, it's also something good to do if you're going to someone's home. You can actually make that trifle, and if you're going there to give them a gift, you can gift the actual batter bowl with the dessert.
wow, you're generous.
Good
I love batter
idea.
bowls.
Really
Great
nice.
idea. Like if you're doing like a housewarming, you're going to
Yes,
It's a very good idea.
That is a good idea.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
My brother went out to yard sale, and these people were moving, and they had 2 batter bowls, brand new. I don't know if she just loved them or whatever. So they were so good on sale, he bought them. Well, the batter bowls, the old ones that, with the handle like you're showing, they take up room and they don't stack inside.
No.
So I'm like, Mark, where are we going to put these batter bowls? But I can't get rid of them.
No,
They're
but
just like,
no good.
I just love
If
them.
you don't want them, I'll take them. I'm
If you
terrified.
need one, please. Yes. I mean, because I have
love
3.
them.
Of course,
You
I
could
have my
actually, you
I
could
think
even bake a
everybody else.
cake in them. You could bake in them
Yes.
too.
Oh,
Bake.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can freeze, bake,
Yep.
microwave. That was
Absolutely.
my selling point when I sold
Okay,
them.
Stacy, you might not know, but Shelly was once a Pampered Chef rep back in the day.
So what happened? You should come back. Things have changed.
It has.
What
changed.
did
Doesn't
happen?
have to
Oh, I
cook,
had
just for a change.
kids. That's right. I was
Well,
trying to
now-
think because I really loved Pampered Chef, but I really wasn't a salesman. I wasn't good at it. But I love Pampered Chef.
Well, the business has totally changed. I don't know when you sold, but obviously now it's all virtual, and people are loving it. Like what Kathy's doing now with the live Zoom. I've been having a lot of success with it as well. So I mean, you never know. That's why Kathy. I was trying to recruit her from like 3 years ago. I knew she would be great, but she was really busy. And I remember the first time I met her, it was at her. Was it your sister-in-law? It was your sister. Yeah. So I met her because I live in Staten Island. I met her, and she was so tired that she was on the couch putting her order in through Express Party checkout, and she was like, "I'm loving this new feature."
It was awesome. I had just come back from an assembly, and I was exhausted. But the things you do for your family, to support. I told my sister, "Well, don't worry, I'll drop your brother off at home, and then I'll go." And that's what I did. But I was exhausted. But still, I had such a good time with that. So.
But this time around, when she hosted, after we closed the show, she said, there's a lot of more things I want. I was like, why don't you just try the business? And she, I never push anybody to like join. And I know Kathy, at some point, she was going to just say, you know what, let me give it a try. And it was a perfect time for her. But
I'm just glad that I have somebody to order through now.
You see, now you have someone new. Now you can see all the new stuff because since you sold in the past, you know that they take things out of the catalog, they retire things, they redesign things. They're coming out with new things every twice a year. So there's probably so much that you haven't seen.
Tomorrow, Shelly, you'll see it all tomorrow.
I know. Well, believe it or not, I do have a Pampered Chef rep. I don't want her I do not want her knowing I'm going astray right now.
Oh,
You're cheating on her.
I am.
One. Shelly's
But for you and Dara, I've got to.
Yeah.
So I have my ground meat to make the burgers. The salt and pepper. And again, I am a very big believer in the Pampered Chef pantry items. I mean, those rubs. Let me show you. You'll get a kick out of it.
I was like, that's something I've never done, is any of their seasonings.
Oh, they're good, Victoria. They are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, especially like the barbecue ones. Smoky.
I love smoky.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is how
The
much I love.
applewood is very good too.
So when I had that Smoky Applewood,
Yes.
I
That one.
loved it so much that then so I think I attended a party and then I had my party or something like that. All I knew, I bought 5 more. So these are all brand new. When I tell you I love this stuff,
That's
I can't get enough of it. So I just in case, how sometimes companies have a great item and then they just discontinue it or whatever. So I'm protecting myself just on the off.
All those seasonings are great. You can make your own dip also.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they come with good recipes, Vic.
I have never done any of their seasonings. I don't know why.
I've never either. I mean,
Really?
Really?
Yeah, for all the Pampered Chef stuff I have, I've never done it.
Them and their little cookbooks that are like, used to be $1. I'm not quite sure what they are because I don't have the book, but their little cookbooks, Season Best or whatever. Oh my
Yes,
God.
I've never bought it
The
either.
recipes from them are so delicious, and they're like seasonal. They're spring and winter, just things you'd like to make during the fall or whatever. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
All right, so burger meat is ready. I just have to stuff it with cheese. But before I do that, I actually show you guys something else that I just got for being a hostess with the mostest when I did a party with Stacy, and I was like over the moon. And mind you, because of everything happening with COVID, you know, there are delays in shipping. So I had to wait a while for it, like my air fryer. But the other thing is, and I haven't used it yet, but I'm hoping that one of my other parties wants me to use it. But everybody's like saying, no, I want you to cook something in the air fryer. Oh, you hear that beep?
No.
I was just curious. Do you have to turn them over in the air fryer?
Yeah, so in order to get even browning, it wants you to switch them. So now the
And is
top
that-
track is now going to the top.
Oh.
Top rack is going
So you don't have to flip the wings itself, just the trays.
That's the trace, exactly. And I'll show you at the end how little. Now, the only thing is that it was supposed to tell me like in the halfway point. Wasn't it supposed to be? I think I might have missed the beat.
We're being so loud.
So it finished?
We're finished. So I think I'm just gonna put it for another 15 minutes and see. Because I was
Has
supposed
it
to
been 30 minutes?
come halfway. That's what happened.
Yeah. So what usually happens is whatever time you put it in, it would beep in the half point. So if you do like 20 minutes, after 10 minutes, it will beep, and you just switch the trays. That way everything is cooked evenly.
I'm actually gonna cook it straight up, because now that I look at it, look how well done that is.
Yeah.
That,
Cap,
I'm just
I'm going to warn you in advance. I should have warned you in advance. We've always been known as a very unruly bunch. And it's mostly Shelly and my fault.
There's only
Just
There's
letting
only
you,
4 people on here. We're the most unruly.
okay. We've always been unruly. We wrangle unruly.
Let me show you something else. Wait.
Yeah.
Denise, stand up for me.
Denise, you haven't been at one of these parties with
You
her.
know
She is doing very well.
For chicken nuggets, check this
Shelly
out.
wasn't very unruly. She was my roommate.
No, I can't make mango with this. But anyway, with this, you can make French fries or chicken nuggets or anything that needs to rotate, so that way you don't even have to worry about it. So you fill this in with
French
whatever,
fries.
and it just turns for you. So it's really cool.
That is unusual. I've never seen something like that.
Well, it has a rotisserie for a chicken. You just put a barbecue.
Yeah, but those are spikes in them. I've never seen like a basket like that before.
I know. Doesn't it look so cool? That's one of the reasons I had the party, because you can get that as
I know.
a
Well, see, I think of cleaning. Like, how do you clean that thing? How do you get your hand in that?
It has a big wide opening. It's like think of a bingo cage.
Okay.
What's that?
Mixer?
Shelly knows. Another reason I did the party. Right there.
This is my new cooking blender. You can make soup, and without having to, dirty a pot, everything gets cooked in there. Let me show you the base.
It actually cooks it. I love it.
I feel really sorry for Herbie. Your bill's going to be high.
Shut up.
So it has, you can make smoothies. It has a smoothie. If you're into making your own milk,
Really?
I'm not, but if you are, almond milk, coconut milk, whatever kind of milk. It has soup. It has a heated puree, so if you want to make baby food for your baby, if you want to make your own jam, because you know those things are loaded with sugar when you buy it in the supermarket, and sauces. The best part, what did I tell you when we started? I hate washing. And what does this do? It cleans itself.
Self-cleaning.
I went why? You put a few drops of your dishwashing liquid and you hit it, it heats up and you know does all the and it cleans itself. You don't have to worry.
Oh, I love that.
And soup. I love like split pea soup and cream of potato soup. You can do like soups in there.
Amazing.
I make a lot of hummus. You can make your own hummus. Amazing. Oh yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
I wasn't even thinking about, you know, that I wanted that. And then I saw one of her live videos and she actually did hummus and I was like, I need that. I love hummus.
Did you see the recipe I just sent you on hummus? Is that
I did. It looked really good. I want to try it.
You could do it
But
in
I
that.
only have like a really crappy NutriBullet thing. That's all I got.
What?
I don't have a blender. I only have like a NutriBullet to make my margaritas. I can make one margarita at a time.
Oh,
That's me too.
Oh, you.
remember, Stacey,
Oh my gosh! You can only make one margarita at a time.
I know. It's devastating.
I also get, what else I do is I get a block of Parmesan cheese and I grate my own cheese in there too.
Oh, I love that.
You could do your coffee also. So if you get the big beans, you know, like the coffee beans, and you want to grind it, you could use it as a grinder. So if you have a grinder at home, you can get rid of it, and you could use that also.
the cookie blend?
Yep.
You know that.
I thought that was oil you had in your hand. You were taking a sip of.
So does anybody have any questions?
No, we just talk amongst ourselves.
As I attempt to finish dinner here. But let me just.
I like the little mini things. I'm thinking about those. Yes, those. Because I use a towel right now.
The one that I want is the little tiny.
The little tiny ones?
Yeah. I want
I'd be afraid of those. I don't know. I need something more for my paws.
We have the silicone mittens. They're amazing. You won't have, you could get rid of all your mittens and you have the silicone and you just wipe them down and they're brand new. Like I have mine for 8 years almost and they're brand new.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Taste
Okay,
one.
listen. Okay, everybody be quiet and listen to this. You see how crispy? I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
For crispy. I mean,
It
if
does
I
look-
told them they tried it, they would believe it.
For 2 teaspoons of oil, that's amazing.
It is.
And you saw I only use 1 tablespoon of oil for all these wings.
Wow.
So you definitely, you know, don't have to worry about. Oh, and the other thing is, like, I just earned, so this is a 12-inch skillet, but I've been eyeing the 10-inch, and I earned it. Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'm so happy. I think it's gonna come next week. Hopefully it'll come next week. I hate touching meat. I guess, but I have to do it when I'm doing burgers, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. So the cheese is actually stuck inside, and we're gonna make. Pampered Chef actually has a burger maker, which is now on my wish list because I really hate touching. You have it, Stacey?
Yes, I have it, and it's great. You can do, you can also make sliders too.
Interesting.
But I think right now, unless it got changed, I think it's you can't get it. I think it's on back order.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
As soon
Yeah,
as it becomes available, I think I'm gonna order it because this is a part of cooking. You see, it's beeping. Halfway it's beeping. It's just I missed it the first time, so I'm just gonna leave it in there.
We were noisy.
It was all the gathering we were doing. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be all good for you. You get
Yeah.
to eat all. We're over here salivating.
I wish we could all have it the same, you know.
You
We
just
have
let me know if you do an in-home party. I'll have another one.
All the way from Brooklyn?
All the way in
Sleep
Brooklyn.
overnight.
True.
Okay, so that's done. That's
Maybe we'll
done.
do it at Sarah's house because she has a pool, so we'll all sleep overnight over there.
Yeah, we can.
That's good things. Nice.
So my husband requested that we have 2 flavors of wings. So what I'm going to do is coat the first one in the butter and hot sauce. So I am actually going to use my brand new non-stick pan to heat up the butter and the hot sauce. Now, if you are someone like myself, as you can see, I can literally touch both ends of my walls in my kitchen with, you know, stretching my hand out. Space is of a premium. So what's beautiful about these is, what's this?
Yes.
You see this? So the whole set comes apart. You take the handle out, and they nest one inside the other. So you just have one neat pile instead of having things sticking out of your cupboard. And what's awesome is that all the handles are actually interchangeable. So it's like you don't have to worry about matching this handle to this particular pan. You just grab a handle, grab a pan, so whatever size you need, and that's what you're going to do. So I think this is genius. And I know that this was one of the items that Dara got. She got actually the whole set when she hosted a party for me last week, and she earned it for absolutely free. It was like
It's a way awesome party.
Wow.
Now, those, if I read right, I want to know if I'm right or not, because that's something I'm definitely eyeballing. Can it said, I believe I saw that you can, even though it's nonstick, you can use metal in there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Because like
Yes.
right now, I need a new set of pots and pans because mine, I'm like, I know I'm giving myself cancer again and I have to throw them out from having all the nonstick stuff. It's like gouged and it needs to go.
Yes, you can use metal utensils. And that's fine, and they're also dishwasher safe. What else did they change? It's the handles removable for them to be stackable, like for storage space.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what else. That's pretty much it. Like those are the
That
changes
works
because
for me.
they didn't update the cookware for a long time, so they had to give it a makeover. Just like the knives, they changed the forged steel knives. They did it a couple of years ago, so now they did this whole collection, and even the double burner grill has been redesigned. It's a lower profile. That way, it actually goes all the way to the back of a stove top. That way, the other one had the other handles that were silicone, like the rubber.
more pronounced.
So now it's a low profile. So if you wanted to get like the griddle as well, they're easy for storage because you can stack them one on top of the other, and you can even, I keep mine in my oven and I just take them out because I use them all the time, but it's just an easier storage also.
Yeah, you don't understand. My brother bought everybody in my family one of the griddles because nobody could really afford it, and he was so generous. He bought one for everybody.
Oh wow, that's a very generous gift.
Yes, and I love my griddle, and I have one. They're just rubberized handles. I mean, they're in place rubberized handles.
Yes.
And then
But let me say this. My mother, sister-in-law and I have an expensive set of pots and pans, stainless steel, and I still prefer my Pampered stuff.
But
So
what's amazing about them too is that you can start on top of the stovetop, and all our cookware goes in the oven as well.
Handle it all?
With the removable handle, what you do is once you're putting something in the oven, you can you place it with the handle. You remove the handle when it's cooked or whatever whatever you have in the oven. Say you have the 12-inch skillet and you put it in the oven because you're cooking. You started on top of the stove and now it's in the oven. Yeah. You can actually just put the handle back in and then you remove it.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I think my husband's calling.
I was supposed to get Frank's Red Hot and I completely forgot. So I'm using sriracha. Hot sauce is hot sauce.
There you go. I love me some sriracha.
And then the other one, I'm actually going to toss in an orange chili sauce.
What is it?
Orange chili sauce. It's not Pampered stuff. It's another company.
Oh, okay.
Tastefully Simple. So that's half is going to be tossed in. So does anybody have any questions as we come to the almost conclusion?
Nope.
It's almost dinner time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Did you guys still have the pictures?
The what?
The pictures. The pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 sizes. I have a catalog.
Okay. I didn't see them. Yeah, I know.
We'll see the catalog soon.
I'm just curious. That was a big seller.
Everybody, you know what else has been a big has shown a lot of interest? The cooler for the summer, so that you can put your potato salad out when you're barbecuing, and you don't have to worry that it's gonna that it's gonna spoil. You just stick it comes with like this freezer pack, so you just put it in the freezer, and when you're ready to use it, you put it at the bottom, and everyone's asking me about those things.
I'm telling you, I told you before anybody got here, the big thing I'm looking for is that mix and bake thing that portions it out. A whole cake mix can go in, it mixes it up. It's no muss, no fuss, cleans up real easy. I'm like, I must have that. Because I don't know if you have one or not, but I don't usually make a full cake. Like I always make like the brownie mix or the brownie bites or, something small, like so that I can pack it up at the end of the night. I have to have that.
What mustn't you have?
There's some things that look through and go, okay, I'm good with what I got. Shut up.
Right.
I'm serious. Did you see that posting she posted on the Facebook page?
When?
Guys,
Did it work?
Oh, it did work. Wow.
Nice.
I am
That's
shocked.
good.
On Amazon, because I'm not gonna start poking holes every time I need one. So they have one that comes with the holes in it, because that's the important part, that you have the holes so the air circulates for the air fryer.
I think just take a pencil and poke it through.
Shocked. I thought that'd be a greasy mess.
How about a hole punch?
Yeah, right.
I'm coating it with the hot sauce and butter. I think I need more hot sauce. I don't think these look hot enough for me.
Never had the hot sauce.
Oh, but it smells so good. I wish you guys were here.
Kills me. Rub it in.
I'm sorry. I wish that there was some sort of smell-o-vision or something. I'm gonna feel like I'm out of touch with my husband. See, we don't have restaurants open yet, so this is almost like we're at a restaurant.
I was gonna say, you guys are still red, aren't you? Like it's not even like you're even yellow yet.
We're still like, I don't know when we're gonna open. You guys have restaurants open already?
Outdoor dining only.
Okay.
We're yellow. Phase 1 of yellow.
I heard that Beijing has to close down again because they had a restriction.
They're going to have to close down again. I'm telling you, that's one thing I'm terrified about. Our service center was closed for 2 months, and I know it's going to close down again. I know it.
Hi, Victoria.
Oh, hey. Is that Heather?
Yeah, Heather woke up.
Oh, Were we loud enough?
No, she worked night shift. She was up though, but she was in there eating.
So look at the second one. Oh, I'm going to actually use another bowl to cover these.
You work tomorrow?
Yes, I work every day. I might not.
What?
I work Thursday, but I probably have off Friday. We only have one case so far.
Ugh, rub it in.
Look at these. I mean, look at that.
Nice. You can hear it.
I mean, the fun. I honestly cannot wait. I would hang out more with you guys, but even
Hey,
your
I'm
phone.
more impressed with the no mess. I'm
What?
really shocked that there's no mess. I'm shocked at those plates, those trays.
What's for the air fryer?
But even at that, if it falls,
Everything's in there,
it's
and
just
they
everything
came out
goes in the dishwasher.
crispy.
Wash the plate. It's like
Yeah,
it.
but normally there's like a pile of grease. I just made those with the baking powder and everything. Mine did not turn out good.
They are, but the air fryer is only 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon of oil.
I didn't use any oil. I put them in the pan in the oven, and they came out greasy and milky, and they tasted bad.
That's what I'm tempted to get it because I'm like, I Nancy loves her air fryer. Tanya loves her air fryer.
They're becoming really popular. I just bought one for Gabriella like last year.
Yeah, because you get so.
The only way to get it is to hold the party. You cannot purchase them, I'm sorry. But these things, they really are amazing. I was going to show you the drip tray, but it's very hot, so I don't want to burn myself.
Kathy, I'm not sure if you're aware. Maybe you're gonna tell everyone, and maybe I shouldn't be saying it. The actual the cover, the front of the air fryer is removable.
Yeah, I told them earlier.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, I probably wasn't paying attention. Okay, yeah, it's
now, but it's removable and it cleans beautifully. So.
And you know, Pamper Chef, I really didn't think they were coming out with one. I really didn't, because it's been out for so many years. But you know, with everything that Pamper Chef likes to sell in their catalog, they do a lot of intensive testing, and they see what problems other air fryers are currently having, and they want to make it the best in the market. And honestly, I've never used an air fryer before, but I love it. And I think everybody loved it. That's why it's so in high demand. And, you know, with all the COVID and everything, and they're trying to limit how everybody can receive, you know, an air fryer, and you can't just go and buy it, because then we're going to run out of them. So the only way to actually do get it is by hosting. That way you can get it in a way, rather than it being not available at all.
At all, yeah. I was, like I said, when I saw that was available, I was like, I need to do a show. If that's the only way that I can get it, that's how I ended up on this journey. So guys, I just want to say thank you for joining us tonight. It's been really fun. Again, I wish we had television. It's not amazing in here. And I use all my stuff. This is not a product that you're gonna buy and it's gonna sit on, you know, in a shelf somewhere and not get used. I use everything, and it's made my life so much easier, my cooking life, and it's just been a really good experience, and I look forward to sharing that with you. We're still having the parties with Victoria until Monday, so you have time to ask me any questions you may have on any product. If you want me to, you know, if you think of something, if I have it and you want me to demonstrate it, I'll be happy to do a little, you know, short live video just to show you and post it on the site. And you just, you know, you let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you get your orders in so that she can get credit and she can get all of her items into her cart. I know that you were all waiting for that catalog. Now you have it, so let's get shopping, okay?
Thank you.
Enjoy your food with your IT guy.
Great job.
Thank
Enjoy.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good night, ladies.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.